Hi, everyone. For some reason, I'm not up in the left-hand corner. All right, so now we're going to talk about the evidence-based practice capstone final project. This is the information that is attached under your information, and this is what it's going to look like. I also put a template out for you, or so to speak, a template, so that you would see what is expected in your paper. You'll have a cover page. You'll have an introduction. That introduction should have been basically done in your proposal that you sent. You won't want to use the whole thing most likely, especially if you wrote more than one page. But the introduction states the main research problem and the reason for your study. What precisely are you studying and why is it important? And then you will go and you will put the purpose statement as a clear statement for the purpose of your study. This is also where your hypothesis or your PICO would go. Your literature review. Here's perfect questions for you to answer to get your literature review. You will use what libraries did you use, what archives, what databases did you use, what were the keywords that you used in that process? Don't forget those keywords. What information did you get from the annotated bibliographies? And perfect things that you might find here, foundations of online learning. You might not be using that one because that has been changed, but evidence-based practice courses might be identified here. The methodology, here's just how you do it. Did your scholarly articles use predominantly qualitative or quantitative research methods? How was the data collected? Questionnaires, surveys, interviews. These will be your evidence-based practice courses, most likely, that you'll be using. And the results. This section should focus on the PICO or the hypothesis with clear reasoning and solid argumentation. This is where the research question is answered and validated. And the discussion, synthesis of your literature, information that's all related to that topic. Gaps in the knowledge should be identified here. Why did you choose this topic? This is where you will identify the learning from previous courses. This is where most of your references and citations will be used. Implication and recommendations will be put in here for nursing practice, education, administration, or research. And think of this as where you can impress your workplace or your peers with the conclusions that you have drawn from your data analysis, from your literature research. And a conclusion that makes sense when you read independently from the rest of the paper. The final part refers to the findings of the paper and builds upon conclusions and thesis statements. Your conclusion will never enter any new evidence. It is only what you have already written. And then you will have your reference page. And this is plus or minus how you will put it together. Some people will want to put the discussion before the results. Some people put the results after the discussion. That is not particularly a major issue for me. So I did put a template in there for you all to use if you need it.